There is an angel for Juventus, or at least this is what Corriere dello Sport is reporting, with a beautiful part of the article saying l'angelo custode per la Juve. The guardian angel for Juventus, Di Maria, said yes to la vecchia signora, to the old lady. They are that close to find a deal. We start immediately after you putting a maximum of like, after subscribing to the channel. We have to speak about Zaniolo, about Di Maria, about Cambiaso, and about the Ligt. Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. I told you a lot of things to speak about. Yesterday, Sunday, was a crazy day. I made a short, I made a video, I made a funny video, and also a really 2 hours long live where we had to speak about so many things. If you didn't have the time to watch the live and to be up to date with all the news, today on Monday we start a week, and probably one of the craziest week of the mercato, with a lot of names that are that close to take the plane and to join Juventus. We start immediately with Gazzetta dello Sport, who is reporting a bit the same as what we already saw in the intro of Corriere, with Di Maria Juve. Eccomi, Di Maria Juventus, here I am, already with the Juventus shirt 22-23, putting the beautiful hands together to form a heart that is beating for Juventus. They're also putting the picture of Zaniolo, a name that we have to speak about, but first of all, that Tuttosport is saying that Di Maria, the countdown has started. To be honest with you, the countdown has started already at end of April. It was a really long countdown. We were all thinking and also remembering the Locatelli negotiations. Do you remember meeting after meeting after meeting? Guys, for me, my opinion, give me 100 meetings, give me 200 meetings, as long as at the end you are signing top players like Locatelli, and probably also about Di Maria. Di Maria, ci siamo, here we are, but pay attention because it's not a done deal yet. They agreed on the salary, they agreed on everything, of course, but it's not a here we go from Fabrizio Romano, for example. You know that here we go means it is here, it is done deal. You can already celebrate like we did with Paul Pogba. For Di Maria, there are still some details to fix, but we can say that 95% of the chances to see Di Maria in a Juve shirts are there. After Paul Pogba, Cherubini is really working really hard to offer another request for Allegri. Not only them, because also Corriere dello Sport inside, but also on the front page, they are speaking about Di Maria. Di Maria, here we go. They are using the here we go in Italian with the ci siamo. Then they are speaking about 11 players that are free on the market. You see Paulo Dybala, that at the moment didn't find a team yet, but also Denayer, Romagnoli, Gulam, there is Ospina out of contract with Napoli, Dembele, Mertens, Lingard. There are so many players, a lot of players. Guys, I don't see a Juventus going for one of these players. The only one that maybe last minute could join would be Romagnoli, even if Juventus is at the moment absolutely not interested. Yes, we will have to speak about De Ligt. Probably the real target is Koulibaly more than Romagnoli, but you never know in life. So we continue with the news, because the other teams, they are working also really hard. At the moment, Premier League, they already spent 500 million and the transfer market didn't start yet. At the moment, if we are counting everything in Serie A, the teams of Serie A already spent 50 million. That's 10 times less than what Premier League spent. Guys, I already told you so many times, for the next 3 years, 21-24, they will be Premier League winning or earning 22-25, 6 billion euro, while Serie A at the same moment for the international broadcast right will win 600 million. So that's also there, 10 times less than Premier League. So it's absolutely correct. Belgium is in the center of the attention of Milano teams. Inter going for Lukaku and Milan going for Origi. Pay attention, because this week Inter could probably also start announcing players like Mkhitaryan and Onana that they took for free. Serie A is starting, not on the paper, not on the field, sorry, not with the schedules, because we will have to wait mid-August, but already with the pre-seasons like Lecce that already started. The first team that gave the kickoff to the pre-seasons is Lecce with the 23rd of June. That's when the team gathered together. You have a lot of teams that will start really soon, like Atalanta on the 4th, Juventus as well on the 4th. That's now communicated in Tuttosport. They will remain in Torino at La Fiorentina until the 20th of July, and then they will travel to USA for the tour, playing versus Guadalajara, Barcelona, and versus Real Madrid before coming back to Italy. Napoli will start quite late on the 6th, the 4th also for Sassuolo. Inter, they will gather together on the 6th, Milan on the 4th. So a lot of team has chosen to be there on the 4th. Serie B team that were promoted, they start a bit earlier, like Monza on the 1st. We continue with the Mercato news because Nicolo Schira is saying, and now we are going to the other big name that is not an alternative to Di Maria, but an addition on Di Maria. Juventus is working really hard on Nicolo Zaniolo in the summer transfer window. Roma want 50 million euro for the Italian talent. Juve is considering to insert the counterpart Moise Kean in the deal to try to lower the price. This news from Nicolo Schira has been reported in April 13, so we are really speaking about months ago. And while people were not really putting a lot of attention to it, now we are going with actuality, where all the papers are only speaking about Di Maria and Zaniolo, and especially Zaniolo, that in these last hours is starting to be on the lips of everyone. Zaniolo, appuntamento in vista. There is a meeting probably this week to continue to talk about Zaniolo. Roma made the first step going towards Juve, saying we don't want the player anymore, give us some money, not the 60-70 million that we were reading on the paper, but a lot less, and we are open to open that door for putting some counterparts players. Who are we speaking about? Arthur that Mourinho is liking a lot. Will Arthur go in there, or will we have to be creative with other players like a Moise Kean or a Weston McKennie? Let's see, but Juventus is really working hard to have the number 22 from Roma to Juve. Like Goal Italia is also saying, Juventus is really serious on Zaniolo, offered Arthur to Roma. Pay attention, still a value of 50 million for the Roma player. Fabiana Della Valle is also confirming, so you are seeing everyone is speaking about it. Schira, Pedula, Romeo Agresti, Fabiana Della Valle, Corriere dello Sport, Gazzetta dello Sport, Tutto Sport. All sources are going towards one direction, Zaniolo. Like Fabiana is saying, Di Maria is not an alternative to Zaniolo. Roma and Juve are still quite far in terms of value on the player, but they are discussion. Pay attention, it's something that we have to monitor. Like Alfredo Bedula is saying, si lavorerà a prescindere di Di Maria. Also him saying exactly the same. Both things are not linked. So Di Maria and Zaniolo, they are not alternative, but they can join together. Mourinho is liking Arthur. Tutto Sport, and now we go to the other big name of the video, Ligt. Tutto Sport is saying Ligt 100 million. This is what Juventus is asking for Ligt. I really want to reassure the people, Juventus want to continue to speak about the renewal of Ligt. They don't want to separate with the Dutchman that is 22 years, that will be 23 in August. They want to keep him, they want to make him the future of the defense of Juve, but not only the future, also the present. But of course, if there is no sign from Matthijs de Ligt to stay at Juventus for more than 1 year, then probably they will put him on the market. Not for 40 million plus Werner, but they will need a bit more cash. 100 million, this is what Juventus is asking cash. Of course, they can be some counterparts like a Werner or a Pulisic, but then Chelsea will have to offer a lot more cash, more than the 40 million that they initially gave to Juve. Pay attention to that. Cherubini is waiting. He's waiting. Why? Because if Chelsea will come back with new offers and Juventus will accept it, we will go all in for Koulibaly. So pay attention. Koulibaly this week could be also an acceleration on Koulibaly. I tell you, if you will read and follow this week more and more the name of Koulibaly leading to Juve, that means that Matthijs de Ligt is probably further and further away from Juventus. Forget about seeing Koulibaly together with de Ligt. This is nearly impossible. Juventus to sell Matthijs de Ligt want the payment of the release clause or 90-100 million. This is what we were speaking about. Chelsea and Manchester Manchester United are interested. Then you will tell me, Beppe, but Juventus, they will need a lot of money to sign Di Maria, Pogba. Even if they are free, you need to pay their salaries. Also the other players that we are talking about, like Zaniolo, for example, 50 million. Okay, you can swap, but you still need a lot of cash. Where can that cash come from? The Ligt, but if you keep the Ligt, these entries, forget about it. So they are thinking about selling Rabiot, Rovella, Luca Pellegrini. The three of them are already in contact with other clubs. Mandragora, Vrioni, Brunori, Zanimacchia, a total of 80 million euro. Not bad for some players that are not in the plans for 22-23. Speaking about one that could join Juventus and is a low name profile, but it's the name of Cambiaso, 22 years from Genoa, young left back that Juventus is monitoring, because they are looking all the players that they are monitoring and that you are linked with Juve. At the moment, they have one thing in common, is that they are able to feed the striker. Who is the striker? It is Vlahovic, also there. Cambiaso is a player that has really great stats in 21-22 in Serie A. He was actually from the full backs, one of the best assist men with 4 assists for the 22 years Italian player from Genoa, but also in terms of offensive actions that were succeeded per 90 minutes, 4.6 for the player that was equal with Kyriakopoulos. Then you are going with crosses per 90 minutes, 3.4 also there, second ranked. And then the last one, because the good thing with Cambiaso is not only is good offensively, but also defensively, the defensive actions that were succeeded per 90 minutes. He was also there behind Vasquez, the second player, with 10.2 succeeded per game. Guys, Cambiaso can be a surprise, can be maybe the player that Pellegrini was not able to show us with consistency at Juventus. Guys, Zaniolo, De Ligt, Koulibaly, Di Maria, Cambiaso, waiting for Pogba. The new Juventus 22-23 is taking form. We can't wait to see them on the field. Hey, because we are starting on Monday the 4th with the preseason. Grazie for following the channel. Thank you for all the people that are following. Thank you to all the new people that decided to trust me and the channel. Thank you, Forza Juve.